And welcome back. Thanks to doctors and nurses and medical technology, we are able to survive many life-threatening injuries or illnesses these days.
But what about surviving the bills from hospitals or care facilities? Financial consultant Matt Yogi says procrastination is the silent killer of senior finances. He says we need to be preparing today for what we may have to pay for in the future. Matt, welcome to Live at 9. Good to see you here this morning. Let's talk about the P word, procrastination. Why do we all seem to do it? Whether we're seniors, whether we're younger folk, we seem to do this, especially when it comes to our finances.
You know, we've put a lot of thought into that, and it seems to be that we think people are afraid. Fear maybe of, well, the unknown, possibly fear of making the wrong decision, maybe even just fear of fear itself.
Right.
But we also, that seems also to lead to habit. So we all are creatures of habit, aren't we? So that the five-letter word habit kind of gets us doing the same old thing, the same old way.
And that habit and that procrastination, they can lead to some problems for us, especially if we are of a certain age.
Absolutely. Especially those folks who are in their retirement years, with these rising, escalating healthcare costs, and especially that nursing home care bug that can get you. And that's one of the things that we do at our firm, Providence Senior Resources, is to help protect seniors from nursing home costs and that Medicaid spend down that people are hearing so much more about these days.
That's amazing that when I hear the statistics that a lot of the bankruptcy that we see is just because of medical bills. I mean, that is...
Isn't it outrageous? Yeah. Over 1 million seniors in this country go broke every year by this Medicaid spend down, these high nursing home care costs, just because of this simple procrastination. They have not pre-planned. There are ways to protect your assets with or without this long-term care insurance.
So what do you do? I mean, I guess the earlier the better. They say time is money. So I guess you start out early. So how early should you start?
Well, if you're going to go the route of long-term care insurance, which is probably the best route if you start early enough, because you can get a really cheap rate, and they really can't raise the rates on you unless they raise the rates on everybody. So if you start out early enough, and number one, you're healthy enough, you're young enough, and you can get that low premium, that is the best way to go, is that long-term care insurance. But for many seniors, it's just not an option anymore.
So what do you do if you're in that predicament there?
Well, if you're in that predicament and long-term care is just not an option, in fact, according to AARP, premiums can be $800 to $8,000 a year. So for some people,
and that's the kind of money a lot of seniors, some seniors just don't have.
Absolutely,
you know that.
Yes, they really can't afford it. Another option for you is a good home health care policy. Much cheaper, much easier to qualify for, and it covers any care you should need inside the home. And that's where we all really want to stay, isn't it?
Right, definitely so. Do most people qualify for something like this that you're talking about now? I mean, is there a lot of paperwork you have to go through in order to say, get me there? Unfortunately,
there's always that underwriting process you have to go through, but it's much less stringent than a full-blown long-term care insurance policy. And there are other routes to go as well. For example, you can get a MEC, otherwise known as a MoneyGuard plan.
Okay, now how does this work?
Well, this simply allows you to protect your life savings with your savings and retirement accounts, as opposed to paying a premium like your traditional long-term care or your home health care. So, for example, I'll just give you a real example for you. I have a client, and this was a couple years back, had $100,000 in a bank CD. We simply just repositioned $50,000 into one of these MECs, or MoneyGuard plans. What did she get for that? Well, number one, she got a 100% guarantee of her money back at any time she should want, earns a good interest rate of 5.25%, tax deferred. Also, if she should pass away, she gets a life insurance benefit or death benefit of $110,000, and that $110,000 doubles into $220,000 should she need nursing home care, home health care, adult daycare, or assisted living.
Wow, that's not a bad plan at all.
Not bad, is it?
Now, what do you do, though, Matt, if you are a senior with far less money in the bank than this other person, this client that you referred to?
Well, if you are in that predicament, there's something also called Medicaid planning, which simply also allows you to protect your assets with your savings and retirement accounts. When you go down to qualify for Medicaid, in Tennessee that would be TennCare, and we've all heard a lot about that lately. But as you go down to qualify for that, if you need these nursing home care, they'll take what's called a financial snapshot, and they'll look at two things. They'll look at your assets and your income. And some of those assets and income are either countable and what we call the Medicaid spend down formula, some are not counted. So by simply repositioning some of those assets into places that are not countable in that formula, you can actually shelter your assets from these long-term catastrophic costs.
It's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all. And so just, I guess, a person sitting at home not realizing and then getting all this and trying to get it all sink in, where do they go? Where do they start? Just contacting a person like yourself, a financial consultant?
Exactly. I always give this advice. Number one, again, don't procrastinate. And number two, seek professional help. Get educated a little bit on your own if you have to, and there's good resources for that. You can go to the library or a bookstore. There's Susie Orman has some books out.
We've seen her books in numerous stores.
Yeah, she's all over the place. A lot of people like Dave Ramsey.
Right.
But get educated, then seek professional help, and also always get a second opinion. And on top of that, especially with seniors, check out anybody you do business with.
Definitely so. Very quickly here, Matt, we have fewer than 30 seconds left. You seem to be a man on a mission. Is there a personal stake in this for you, the reason you're doing this? How did all this come about?
I had a personal experience with an uncle. Very young, 35 years old, went into the nursing home. And he went into a diabetic coma, actually. And as he came out of the coma, there was some brain damage. We tried to take care of him as a family unit, but soon realized we didn't have the expertise to give him that care. And he is the guardian of my business. This is the reason why I do what I do.
We got you covered.
Okay,
Matt, thank you very much.
Thank you so much,
We do appreciate you sharing the information with us.
It was my pleasure being on.
Something we can all use.
Exactly.
And there you have it right there on the screen, the Providence Senior Resources, the address right there, 1713 Lockett Place, or you can call this number, 901-725-5551, or go to their website that you see right there. Again, Matt, thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Alex.
All right,
Thanks,
thank
April.
you.
Okay.